Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hey guys, and welcome to Filmartsy, your #1 source for all things films and movies. And if you're a fan of Spider-Man and the Spider-Man universe, along with the correlation into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you might be excited to know that we might be getting one extra movie relatively soon that we weren't really anticipating. Now, this information comes from a leak last week that suggested that there's going to be an untitled movie that has been announced by Sony, which is just claimed Sony Marvel, for October 2021. Now, this is pretty much identical to how they've announced other movies that have existed in the Spider-Man realm, like Venom and Morbius. So this is actually really exciting because we're going to maybe be getting one more movie to kind of grow the universe of Spider-Man. So we really don't have too much of an idea as to what this film could be, but it makes for some really interesting speculation just because of the date that this movie is set up to be kind of dropping. So what we're looking at is, with this October 2021 release, it is a very unique time to be seeing this movie, because when we're looking at the overall timeline of what Sony in particularly is doing with these movies that kind of exist in the MCU, we're seeing Morbius release sometime later on this summer, and then we're supposed to have a Venom 2 later on this year as well, which then sets 2021 up for a third Spider-Man movie, pretty much Spider-Man Homecoming 3, as we see those movies typically every 2 years, and that's kind of what's being projected at the moment. And then all of a sudden, later on in that year, we'll have some sort of movie that is unannounced at the time. And we know it can't be a Spider-Verse movie because that's set to premiere, the sequel to that, in spring 2022. So this leads a huge opening for what potentially could be coming from Sony in the future. Now, a lot of speculations going into maybe it's going to be another one of these stories introducing an anti-hero like Venom or Morbius, but there's also some speculation that maybe this would be that Sinister 6 movie that has kind of been speculated upon for a really long time. And if we are finally getting this Sinister 6 movie, it kind of would make sense for where it would be set up for. Now, of course, we had a little hint of Sinister 6 way back in Spider-Man Homecoming, and we know that we're going to see some sort of connection between the Vulture and Morbius in the upcoming Morbius movie, just from the trailer alone. So this could be kind of a perfect lineup to start setting things up for an actual film, as we're going to see things like Venom and another Spider-Man movie kind of setting the stage for what could come in the future. This is also really interesting because at an interview for the Pixar film Onward, Tom Holland actually was asked a question about the future possibility of a Sinister 6 film, and we actually didn't get a black and white answer from Tom Holland. He says he is now in the loop with all of the secrets that are being planned for the future, and that he had a meeting with all of Marvel and Sony recently. However, he's pretty sure he has a lockdown on keeping secrets, and he's not going to spoil these movies. However, he did seem, somewhat excited to show that he is aware of what's going on in the background, and he kind of knows something that obviously fans don't know yet. So that leads to even more speculation as to whether or not this Sinister 6 movie is kind of eyeing for that opening that's now available in October of 2021. And if we go back to when The Amazing Spider-Man was the main Spider-Man series coming out, there was obviously massive plans to make a Sinister 6 movie after Amazing Spider-Man 2, even before an Amazing Spider-Man 3 would come out. Of course, that all got scrapped, the deal with Disney happened, and we have this new Spider-Man with Tom Holland. So maybe that idea that Sony's been wanting to do for a long time can finally come into fruition, and now with their newer deal with Disney and things seeming to be on somewhat of a better relationship between these two large corporations, maybe things could be looking up and fans can finally get to see how this movie could come across. So now we wanted to turn it around to you guys. What do you guys think about this? Are you guys excited for the possibility of a Sinister 6 movie? Let us know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos just like this. We upload brand new videos every single day of the week. We'll see you guys all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
I'm about to.
Hi everybody.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Hi.
See you guys.
Know anybody?